So here we have a comic book cast. He is very triggered at the outrage that Anthony Mackie is receiving to this. So first soundbite is right at the beginning.
Captain America himself, Anthony Mackie, found himself in some hot water recently when he was talking about Captain America, and what he said has upset a lot of people because he says the whole America thing should not necessarily represent America as a whole. Instead, it should represent everybody in the world. This has naturally gotten...
He did not say that. He did not say that. He didn't say that Captain America should represent everybody in the world, so I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. So anyway, the next soundbite is at 1 minute and 30 seconds. So there's two videos. The second video is the worst of the two. So we're going to get through this one relatively quickly. Second soundbite's at 1 minute 30 seconds.
Stop it. Iron Man almost gave up his life for it. There's at least another dozen examples you can give in the MCU of Captain America not serving the government for what they want and falling in line with more of the best interests of the world. For example, Captain America Steve Rogers standing against the Sokovia Accords and the government cracking down on superheroes.
So this was the thing that all these... so whenever everyone was like roasting him for this and roasting them for defending him, they tried to change what he said and say, oh no, he was talking about the government. He's talking about the government, not America. Well, nobody says that Captain America represents the government. He works for the government at times, but he doesn't represent the government. When we say he represents America, he represents America. He represents the country as a whole, Americans. Now, that's not the only thing he represents, but it is one of them. It's in his name. He's wearing the colors. He's literally wearing the flag. But that triggers these people. Next soundbite is at 3:08.
Never truly stood for only the benefit of the U.S. The one time he did, guess who that Captain America was? John Walker, aka U.S. Agent. And don't you find it interesting that he got renamed U.S. Agent? Because he's an agent of the United States that you point like a weapon, and he...
I'll be honest with you guys, I would almost rather see a John Walker Captain America movie than a Soy Wilson Captain America movie. Exactly. I would take that over Soy Wilson, to be honest with you. Because, like, in that show, like, John Walker was right in that show. He was right. Okay, and 4:08 is the last one. We'll get to the really good shit here in a second.
Everything I just said is going to land on deaf ears, and people are just going to scream about Captain America woke, so I don't even know why I'm preaching here, but understand what he actually said, and the complexity behind it, and why he's right. Thank you for checking out.
Well, he is going to continue to preach because he did another video the next day having a complete and utter meltdown, and this is where it gets really good and funny.
So I guess this is a...
So here we go. Here it is, and starting off strong, here we go.
So I guess this is a thing now. This is a thing. Fire Anthony Mackie because of what...
Now, is anyone heard a campaign to get Anthony Mackie fired? Is that going on? I haven't heard any of this. When I first saw this, I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And he doesn't show a single example of anyone saying this. Apparently, he did the whole video, Fire Anthony Mackie gains traction from idiot Captain America fans. Who is saying this? Exactly, Darth Ghostface. No one is calling for him to be fired. Now, wait till you see what he does here at the beginning. I think I know where he's going with this, so I'm going to let the whole clip play out.
This is a thing now. This is a thing. Fire Anthony Mackie because of what he stated. But what happened to you can say whatever and it shouldn't impact you getting fired?
He puts a picture, he flashes a picture of Gina Carano.
But what happened to you can say whatever and it shouldn't impact you getting fired?
So what are you saying here? So what exactly are you saying here? So it's okay that Gina Carano get fired? Again, It's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. They did the same exact thing. Gina got fired, and he did. The only difference is people like you were calling for Gina to get fired, and Disney fired her. Again, nobody is calling. I haven't seen a single person say that Anthony Mackie should be fired. So what I'm theorizing is that he probably saw a tweet of someone exactly, Red Jaguar, receipts please. He doesn't show a single one. We're just supposed to trust this guy. And he doesn't show a single receipt. So what I'm guessing is that he saw a single tweet of someone just saying like, hey, by the way, Disney fired Gina Carano over tweets, and Anthony Mackie is still employed at Disney Marvel. I'm assuming because he flashed that picture of Gina on there, that's what he's talking about. But that's not calling for Anthony Mackie to be fired. Pointing that out isn't calling for Anthony Mackie's termination. It's calling Disney out on their hypocrisy. That's all it is. So again, he doesn't show a single example. So again, I'm assuming that's what he's talking about, but I don't know for sure because he doesn't show a single example, a single receipt. He's just saying this is what the toxic white male incel bigots, the chuds, are all saying. Anyway.
From the same people that have given Marvel and DC actors tons of passes. What happened to that? What happened?
I don't know what you're talking about. Give me an example. Okay, soundbite number 2 is at 26 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, so we're doing this, huh? We're doing this, right? Okay.
Are
we're doing this now.
Are we? Are we? Because it's just according to you. Are we actually doing this? I don't know.
No, we gotta fire Anthony Mackie because his political statement and what he said about a fictional character that is Captain America is apparently throwing people in a giant hissy fit, and they are flipping out and want him fired. Other actors that have made controversial statements or statements in general that happen to be white, those guys aren't in trouble. We're not going to demand they be fired. I mean, some of them can.
So it's a race thing. Again, this guy hasn't shown a single example of anyone calling for Anthony Mackie's termination. So I can't even, I don't know I don't even know how to respond to this necessarily because nobody is doing that. Yeah, people criticize. Let me tell you this. People have ripped Mark Hamill over his political statements, I would say harder than Anthony Mackie. But yeah, just like Anthony Mackie, nobody's saying that he should be fired or never work again. Nobody is calling for, Mark Ruffalo is another one. Oh, we found the person who said it. Gary said it. God damn it, Gary R. He was the one who said he wanted Anthony Mackie fired. Oh, we found the culprit. We found him. Of course, he's in my chat. What a shock, right? But anyway, Mark Ruffalo, again, we've shit all over Mark Ruffalo. Brie Larson is another one. Fans have ripped on her, but see, we don't call for people to be fired over this shit. You guys do. And you succeeded in getting Gina Carano fired. Look, we've seen all the people, all the hate that was sent after Gina Carano. And he's trying to turn it into a race issue, but again, he doesn't have a single receipt, man.
Guys aren't in trouble. We're not going to demand they be fired. I mean, some of them can even be anti-Semitic, and people are still going to support them. That's cool, but oh my God, if a black actor defines Captain America at his core by stating Captain America should represent the best of America and the best it's ever represented, and that it's more than just America.
Again, we know what his definition of the best of America is. We know what his definition of that is.
America, he represents the world and what America can be, a beacon of hope. That
Captain America does not represent the world.
That's apparently bad, even though he's literally telling the truth, because Captain America was built on the foundation of fighting
He's not Captain Planet.
fascism and As a child of immigrants, yes, Captain America is, Steve Rogers is, he always stood for equality.
Captain World, baby. Okay, next soundbite is at 3:08. Let's jump to the 3:08, right? No, 2:05. My bad.
I guess that's how it is these days. I absolutely find this insane. Why are people so upset with what he said? Why is this being blown out of proportion? And why?
Because we know. It's a stupid thing to say. I mean, like even people who agree with what he said have even come out and said, yeah, it's kind of a dumb thing to say. Like right 2 weeks before your movie comes out, it was a dumb thing to say. If he thinks that, fine. No one's telling him he can't say that. But to come out on a press tour and say like, yeah, Captain America doesn't represent America. And we know why, because we just had an election and these people are very upset by it and they don't like the idea of Captain America representing this America currently. Did you guys see that image of Steve Rogers and like Trump shaking hands? I believe it was AI. It was Steve Rogers shaking Trump's hand in his Captain America outfit, and how a bunch of these fucking idiots lost it over that picture. Pretty funny shit. It was pretty funny.
Why are people now demanding that he's fired?
I don't know. Again, I haven't seen I have not seen or a single tweet or heard a single person say that.
Tell me without focusing on his color, or if you're going to focus on his color, fine, but tell me in relation to Captain America.
This guy thinks he's fucking Captain Social Justice.